Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Pharaoh Fiasco here, and last episode we got started properly. A bunch of tutorials. We haven't run into any super new systems just yet, except for the quick menu. And we also did our first real 4SPG, but that was optional. This one is plot. Well, look what we have here. Cigarette butts. There's quite a few scattered about. There must have been a gathering here not long ago. I'm almost positive said gathering was a group of Desire thugs, but if we want to track them down, we'll need a little more to go on. Might be time to give that thing a test run. And Van has more new tech! By that thing, do you mean the Shard Search app? That's the active search system that allows you to use shards to track various things over a wide area. It was developed by Marduk, correct? Yep. They just pushed out an update that improves its accuracy. We used something like this in the previous game, but our tech wizard was the one who used it. I think we can track him by following the trace elements of tobacco that are lingering in the air. There's nobody else around here is smoking? I'm not sure how feasible that would be, but I guess if it works for Van. Shard search. Execute a shard search with R1. Hidden places and objects will become visible upon use.
Okay. Let's give this shard search thing a whirl.
It will be interesting to see if the update improved its accuracy any.
Ooh.
It picked up on something.
It's a tobacco scent. Same one that came from the cigarette butts those Desire guys tossed. Let's see where it leads.
Okay, so I guess it's tracking this specific cigarette butt thing. Do we have to... Okay, we can only open it when the shard search is active. This is the place. There's signs of multiple people going in and out. Okay, so the investigative, they definitely increased the feel of actually investigating. The follow mini game in the previous request was pretty cool. Oh, the door's unlocked. How nice of them. If I'm not mistaken, this place was abandoned a long time ago. It used to serve as a sewer system. So we're about to get... I'm wondering how the battle system has changed. I suppose a place like this would make for a good hideout. Anyway, that little app certainly is handy. If there's anything I've learned today, it's that Marduk is not to be underestimated. You got that right. We also don't want to underestimate these guys. Let's make sure we're ready before we head in. We're fine. I will save, though. A little bit of this action. Alright.
The scent keeps going from here.
They must have gone into the sewers then.
So, changing dash button behavior. So we can Centre Marché old sewer system. You can probably change it to hold or toggle, but we're absolutely keeping it to toggle. This old sewer's completely dried up. Yeah, there's a lot of that. It must be crawling with creepy crawlies now. Good thing I have the famous Beauty's Blade here to keep my ass safe. Oh, like you need protecting. You can fend for yourself well enough. Or do you always expect your clients to do the heavy lifting? How shameful. Would it kill you to be cute every once in a while? Yes, as I'm sure it would for you. Right, time to get serious. It's been a while since I've seen your stun caliber and hollow style in action. For both our sakes, I hope your skills haven't dulled since the end of last year. You'll see soon enough. Get ready to be blown away. So we got Amber with the basic Earth arts. By the way, have you taken a look at your quartz setup? You may want to do some tinkering if you haven't. Right, I actually completely ignored... we actually couldn't do anything. We passed by Stanley and he just talked about the T-phones. Good thinking. I'll give it a once-over. Yes, please do. You should know as well as anyone that effective use of shard skills can be the difference between victory and defeat. Right, different quartz combinations will give me different shard skills. Those things have saved my ass more times than I can count. When I have the time, I should mess around with my setup and get it nice and optimized. Obtain Defense 1 and Mind 1. Orbit screen. Press square on the main menu to open the Orbit menu. press square to open the orbit menu, then equip the quartz. We can do that just from here? Alright. You can set quartz from the quartz tab of the menu, of the orbit menu from the main menu. Uncovering shard skills. And to toggle between lists. Okay, this is something I'm absolutely going to forget. But he's got HP 1, HP 1, attack 1, and action 1. She's got strike 1, shield 1, and hit 1. We'll give her... Oh, we've got a full, full glut of stuff. She'll get... Let's give her the defense 1.
Modifying your orbment, are you?
And we'll give him the mind 1. Oh, we can change our arts driver from here. Well, who would have thought? Earthbreaker, Tier, Escuria. Okay. And we don't have any plugins yet. Crest, aerial dust. All right.
Arsenal modified.
Okay, we'll just leave it that way. Upon completing this dungeon, all unfinished quests will disappear. Okay, which, I mean, we're not worried about. Monsters ahead. Figured there'd be some down here. Yes, but they seem weak enough for us to make quick work of. So first, basic controls battle. Press X to attack. Yeah. Nope. Not about to get us. An old pro at this now. Got him up out of here. Easy enough. What's that? Is it loading? Oh, okay. Oh! So this is the arts, enemies that are weaker to arts tutorial. Guess that brought the little pal out of hiding. This one could pose a bit more trouble. Let's look for an opening and deploy our shards. Charge attack. Press R2 for a charge attack.
Attack arsenal.
Right. Switch to command battle. Press square. So all this is still the same. Whoa! The turn order is different. Well, it's not different. They've just got everybody moving. Everybody is already moving to a central point, but battle progresses in turns, and a character can act once their portrait reaches to the left of the bar. Okay, so that's different. Intriguing, but different. Arts, press square to view arts, and this is the same. Battle theme is different, that's cool. SCLMs are activated upon making contact with a party member. After attacking with an SCLM active, your partner will perform a follow-up attack. SCLM support, if you activate a craft or art while an SCLM is active, your partner's power will increase. There we go.
There.
Van, your turn.
So I guess they changed it so this could be a little bit more readable.
Bring it on.
Shard skills. During command battles, shard skills are automatically activated based on the activation percent displayed. And she's burned, but... Because, yeah, sometimes it can be kind of difficult. Well, it was still... You could still always... What the heck? Oh, okay, I'm like, why can't we move? But that does make it much more obvious when who's up next in the turn thing. Because there was a button you had to... in the previous game, if you wanted to check this turn order specifically, there was a button that you had to hold down. Change the party leader with L1. Just this... Yeah. Although you handled yourself better than I thought you would. There we go. And I don't think...
Thanks for helping.
So we've already killed all this stuff, so I'm not actually going to waste too much time demolishing these enemies. Now, if we end up if we end up going up against the thing and then whatever's at the end of this dungeon and getting absolutely steamrolled, then I will be reloading my saves so I can grind a bit. But especially for early on in the playthrough, I doubt it's going to be that serious. Can we fish here?
Let's do this thing.
I guess we can. No, we can't cast here. Okay, so it's not every single body of water. So these are the enemies that are more susceptible to arts then. We can make short work of these monsters with our arts. Hold on a sec. Why don't we test out that new feature? This is what I was waiting for. Falcom always, like I said last episode, they always tinker with the battle system. New feature. Oh, you're referring to quick arts, yes? Oh, this is probably just arts that you can use in the field battle. Yeah, this is the perfect time to give it a whirl. Fair enough. I've been wanting to try it out myself. Quick art. Hold triangle to activate a quick art. Doing so will release a ranged magic attack. After activating, a cooldown period will take place. You will be unable to use a quick art during this time.
Watch out. I spot enemies.
Interesting. Huh. And they, okay, so they seem to be, well, as AoE as the other thing. Alright, yeah, I was right. Well, I can see myself making use of this. That's a nifty little feature. That certainly broadens our tactical options. The downside is that it drains energy like no one's business, so you'll need to take timing into account before letting it loose. In that case, we'll need to be extra mindful about keeping ourselves replenished, so it depletes EP. That's right. Anyway, let's keep moving. Okay, if it depletes EP, then I probably won't be using it all that much. Quick art reactivation. Using field attacks will cause the quick art to recover sooner. Breakable objects. Use an attack to destroy objects in the field, or using an attack to destroy object in the field can reveal Sepith items or CP/EP recovery items. So, that's these. And yeah, I mean, definitely you'll be glad when EP recovery, oh okay, that's new. You couldn't recover EP randomly in the previous game, but that's because quick arts didn't exist. So I think that's the way forward.
Your Hollow Core's name is Mare, correct?
Yeah. Didn't realize you knew about her. Most of the time, she's just a normal AI.
I'm certainly curious about her. But you can fill me in on all the details another time.
Yeah, you'll be meeting Mare before too long. And that's our, since that's an item that we got right before the big battle at the end of this thing, normally that's a clue as to the ailment that the boss is going to inflict. So we're not very worried about that. Oh, I'm glad Van said something because I did not. Whoa, nice. We'll be able to definitely open some slots with those, but I'm probably going to hold off on that. We can open slots, but I might need a an additional defense one for Van. Probably the best use of our... Oh. This was a reminder of old times, too.
Huh? What are you giggling for?
Oh, nothing. It's just funny thinking about where we've ended up after all these years. Back in school, I never would have pictured us having this sort of relationship.
Really? Okay, well, I mean, until they bring it up, I'm not going to say it, but that's surprising. Yeah, check that out. Well, and check that out, too.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We've been through a lot since we crossed paths again half a year ago. Glad I was able to help you out with that thing in Erasion. Feels like that was fate bringing us together.
Yeah, it was.
I'm truly grateful for all you've done. I hope you know that. Hey, Van.
Aww.
I can't.
Oh, I thought a monster was gonna drop down.
Can't what? I haven't even said anything yet.
Right.
You don't need to. I knew what you were gonna ask.
What was she gonna ask?
Look, I won't say I haven't thought about the possibility.
Oh, okay. She was going to ask that. So they definitely, I'm glad it feels like they're going a much more Estelle and Joshua route with these two, which I am not mad at all. Like, after Reen and Lloyd, this is definitely a nice change of pace.
I see. So you've actually considered it.
Yeah.
Are you hesitant because of what you're carrying inside you?
I thought he threw that away. Yeah, that was a lot.
It shouldn't be causing any problems for now. At least, that's what I'd like to think. Wish I could say it's been dealt with, but it hasn't. I can't make any guarantees about what might happen because of my choice. But I won't make that same mistake twice. It wouldn't be fair to you. Or to my assistants.
All right, yes, rely on us a bit more, Van.
Good. I'm relieved. You've become just a teensy bit more aware of yourself and of the fact that so many people, myself included, care about you so much.
Yes, Van. Maybe Elaine a bit more so than everybody else.
That's all I'll say on the matter for now. You already picked up on what I was getting at before.
This is probably going to be revisited at the tail end of the game.
The distance between us is a little frustrating for me, I'll admit. But I won't say I dislike where our relationship is now.
Yes, it's so deliciously tantalizing.
I'm also happy that you have people like Agns in your corner. But when the time comes, I fully intend to close that gap.
Yeah, she's she's staking her claim. Nobody else is gonna move in on Elaine's territory.
I swear this on my title, rank, and name.
Dang, she's super serious. She might as well be putting a ring on his finger.
I won't let you run away from me again. Are we clear? Vanar cried.
They are definitely the second coming of Estelle and Joshua. These two are amazing.
You picked the weirdest time to have this conversation. You know that?
Well, honestly, it's probably been, like, I'm sure it's been on the back of his mind and at the front of hers this entire time.
Aw, is someone embarrassed? How adorable.
I'm not embarrassed, damn it. Can we just get back to work already? Please?
Yeah.
Very well. Let's wrap this up quick so your assistants won't be worrying about you.
So, that said, deadly strike by an enemy. Enemies with low HP tend to use deadly strikes more frequently. Yeah, it's just changed battle difficulty. The only thing about deadly strikes, honestly, they kind of, if they happen, you just have to take that L. I mean, it's not really, you can recover from those, but it's a lot easier to recover. Whoa.
Thugs. Let's take them out and keep moving.
Uh-oh, whoops.
Yes.
AT bonus. Are any of these new? No. Okay, hold on. We gotta go ahead and light. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Escaping command battles. Whoops. It's X. It's because it's reversed in. It's reversed in metaphor. Gotcha. You're freaking done, dude. Lit him up instantly.
Nice. That went great.
Treasure.
All right, and yes, again, I'm glad she said something. Blind. Now, the whole extra line only thing didn't really make much sense to me because things would say they were extra line only, but I could equip them anywhere. And then I had somebody comments on that. I forget what they said, but I was still able to do it throughout the entire rest of the game, so whatever's going on with that. Maybe it'll be different this time. Look over there. Okay, that's the big boss? That's one big lug. There's an extermination request. Are there an extermination request down on it? Indeed there is. It had us racking our brains since the monster's habitat was never actually pinpointed. Yeah, well, here's your answer. Should we go ahead and take it down? We could also let the guild do the hunting now that it's been located. I'll leave the decision to you, Van. I see how it is. Anyway, this might be a good chance to get some extra warm-ups in. We will absolutely be destroying this thing. Okay, I was wondering, because it's like, we didn't see any request like this. And it's like, should I have CP increase plus 10. That is also new. Definitely appreciate that. A fearsome foe was prowling around. Haha. A fearsome foe was prowling around. Okay, golden. Van can now use the S-Craft Vandalize raid. Elaine can now use the S-Craft Knights of Asteria. S-Craft. Press R2 and a directional button to trigger an S-Break. Alright. Shard Boost. Activate a Shard Boost with L1. Depending on your core, different effects can be activated. Yeah, that's all good.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Let's go
You
for...
can do this.
The power is definitely reduced, but... we'll have Van actually run up.
Initiating drive.
Wait, oh, wait, what did I do? Okay, that is not what I meant.
Now's a great
Crap.
time for a shard boost.
Well, since I effed that up, can we get all 4 of them? No. Falcom is a master of this. You spend, like, it's actually unreal how much time you spend in these games trying to set up your attacks so that you hit as many enemies as possible.
We'll win. Engaging skill. Oh, radiant wings. Knight of Asteria. Boost gauge up.
They've got cut-ins now. So in the previous game, Boost Gauge extension, triggering an S-Craft increases the maxed boost gauge by 1. S-Craft limits. Once the boost gauge is full, a character can only activate 1 S-Craft. You can activate another S-Craft only after the full boost has been deactivated and activated again. Wait! They implemented a cooldown? You can't spam S-Crafts anymore? Falcom, come on, dude! How many... They impose... But S-Craft spam is the best tactic! Recast. What BS? That's so dumb. Oh, because you continually dropping S-Crafts. Okay, the way it worked in the previous game is that S-Crafts only consumed 100 CP. So if you had 200, you could drop your S-Craft twice in a row. Now you can't do that. You have to wait. You have to wait before you can use the rest of it. But Falcom, why?
You can do this.
Oh, why? Just because it was overpowered? Why do you have to nerf things that are busted, Falcom? Come on, nobody does that. All right, looks like Van's gonna have to step in, see his cut in.
Time for the main event. Vandalize raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
I think Vandalize Raid is pretty cool, but I like Knights of Asteria. I like all of it, but in the previous games, before the last one,
Sucker!
Van, your turn.
what is this recast? Okay, I probably should have read that a bit more closely. But yes, you can't spam S-Crafts anymore. Or maybe there'll be something that allows us to do it later down the game. I really want my main winning strategy back. Cobalt
I
Ring.
hope I was of assistance.
Reward deposited.
But they were, there used to be cut-ins, but the cut-ins were like drawn. They were drawn CGs of the characters, and now there were no cut-ins in the previous one. You just went directly, in the previous game, you just went directly to your S-Craft, but now you get 3D ones. Characters looking all awesome before getting to cleaning up house exactly once before you can redo it. Falco, why do you hurt me in this way? But it was okay, fair enough. It was pretty strong, but that was good. I'm just gonna hope and pray that there's gonna be something that turns that off. I doubt we'll be that But, okay, I always play these games on hard. I never play these games on Nightmare. And I don't have, I actually don't have, I would say the last game I actually had any difficulty with would have probably been Dungeon Checkpoint. Charging stations are registered in the travel menu upon being discovered. It would probably have been Azure.
This looks like a rest stop.
That hits the
Let's see what we can, oh! Whoops. Butter Financier. Aracion style potage. Dang, I should have bought ingredients, I guess. That's what I get for not checking this. Oh, we can buy stuff right now. Let's buy 5 of everything and see what we can make. There we go. And we can customize Defender, Fiber Coat, and Fiber Boots. Okay, since we're here now and there's nothing else for us to spend our stuff on, I don't mind shelling out for the new stuff. It's not very much, but every little bit will help. And then, ooh, uh-oh. We don't have the U material. Okay, that's fine. Save the game. And then it's time to go ahead and get to killing what's out here. Hey, Jeffrey, how long are we going to be squatting in this damn sewer? Our people are being offed one by one, and we're sitting here doing jack and shit. Come on, we got to avenge our bros. Yeah, you said it. If we don't find that murdering bastard and kill his ass, we can kiss our rep goodbye.
Shut up! What part of we're not going anywhere did you not get?
He's not trying to... Wait, this was the guy who did the kidnapping last game.
You didn't see what that monster did to our guys. I never want to lay eyes on that thing again. If we went up against it, we'd be slaughtered for sure.
Alright, at least he recognizes his limits. Are you for real? Must be one hell of a monster if it's got you all freaked out. Well, well. Looks like you and I hit the jackpot. What's up, scumbags? Those are probably reversed, but obviously I have to guess. Huh? Who the hell are you? How'd you get in here? Oh shit, it's the Spriggan! And you're the head honcho of Desire. Jeffrey, was it? We know all about you. You're a notorious gang that served as a subcontractor for Almada. And you're the sole survivor of the attack in Riverside 3 days ago. No, it's that Beauty's Blade chick. What's an A-rank bracer doing in a place like this? Oh, we're just here to have a little chat with your boss. Now, we can do this the easy way or the... Whoa! Holy God! What the shit, dude? Why'd you shoot at them? Shut the hell up! I didn't see nothing. I don't want to have anything to do with that freaking monster. Stay away from me, damn it! Whoa! Oh, okay. He's on that stuff. It's that fast-acting enhancement drug again. So you still had some left over from Almada, did you? I've got no clue what our leader's jacked up on. But that doesn't matter. We're not just gonna roll over and let ourselves get taken in. The hard way it is. Let's put these dumbasses in their place. Very well. On guard. Man, he really went shoot first, ask questions never. Stun. An enemy whose stun gauge has reached 100% will not be able to move for a set period of time. When choosing an attack, the predicted amount of stun damage will be displayed. Alright, we've got...
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
Agreed. Go ahead and get to blasting.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
And so now Van's on cooldown for Aidios knows how freaking long. Grenade toss, and it's gonna crit. Okay, that hurts just a little bit. Oh, but she's... Wait. Didn't I could have. I think the Whoa! All right. He actually splattered her friggin' brains. Let's go ahead and. Oh, that's a cool little animation now. Van is still on cooldown. No. Oh my gosh. Van, they're healing. Van, come on. All right. Well, whatever. Everybody's just gonna get their HP back.
I'll remember this.
While they're actively shooting at Elaine. God dang, hopefully there's stuff that reduces the cooldown time of that. Because this is actually insane. Wow. Now the entire reason we're struggling is because she died. That's literally it. Otherwise, we'd have just been able to throw her S-Craft at them.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
God dang it.
Thank you.
Here goes.
I think all of them Tiera'd.
Limiter unlocked.
Oh well. I guess this is... Well, because now poor man's grenade. I was gonna say, I guess now we have a reason to use our crafts. Crafts. Press R1 to use crafts. She does not have enough in the tank, and Van is probably going to die. Let's up his res.
Thanks, pal.
Rapid shot again. We just have to keep Van alive for the recast. Holy crap. Nice.
My move now.
All right, let's give her
Go all out.
chicken taco, spaghetti and meatballs, but that doesn't restore enough.
Thank you.
We're literally, I predict we're going to spend a lot of time watching this recast, Gage. That's what I think is about to happen.
I owe you one.
Man. Taunt. Damage up, delay up. We don't care about that. There we go.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Finally.
Don't stop now, Elaine.
We can definitely... And again, the only reason this went on as long as it did was because Elaine got before we could... Oh, neat. Defense +5 to all party members.
That's how it goes.
I will always strive to better myself.
Before she could use Knights of Hysteria. Ugh. They're tough. That's on you for not choosing the easy way. I suggest you surrender and come quietly. If you offer no further resistance, we'll offer you protection from the culprit. I swear it on the name of the supporting gauntlet, which is the icon for the Bracer Guild. In exchange, you will answer all of our questions about the killer you saw, among other things. Is he going to choose to jump into the water over coming quietly? Damn it all! Jeffrey informed them of everything that transpired in the Riverside incident. Oh, I was expecting that to go sideways, but... With the guild's help, the remaining members of Desire were taken into custody and given over to the police. Alright, fair enough. February 20th, 2 p.m., 2nd District, Satan. Well, job well done if I've ever seen one. Well, I can't say I expected you'd find the survivor so quickly. Hats off to you both. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be getting anything useful out of him in his condition. He's too scared. Afraid I can't help you there. Cracking witnesses open like an egg is what y'all do best, so I'll leave that part to you. Could you interrogate the other Desire members in my stead, Elvis? Of course. Sorry that you ended up having to work on your day off. We've got it covered from here, Spriggan. So please feel free to turn around and walk straight out that door. You're the boss. So, now that we've gone ahead and gotten that settled, and this is where we first met Elaine in the previous game. Well, we as the player. Whew. Something seriously needs to load that guy, or someone seriously needs to load that guy up with chill pills. Oh yeah, didn't he get promoted to B rank? He's really moved up in the world since I last saw him. Yes, he has. Although his disdain for you is exactly the same as it was before. I suppose it's hard for a straight-laced, by-the-books person like Alvis to accept your way of doing things. What, you think that's why he hasn't taken a shine to me? Nah, somehow I doubt that's the reason. Anyway, we did learn a few things from that little excursion, and it's also reversed here because Elaine is the clueless one. And it would have been Estelle in the previous game, or in the previous series. Anyway, we did learn a few things from that little excursion. I'd like to go over what we know. Let's move someplace quiet. Sounds good. How about we drop by my office then?
Is that you, Van?
Oh! Literally! They reversed it! That's funny.
It is! Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah! It's the exact opposite.
It's not often that we meet up on one of my days off, is it?
Yeah, small world, ain't it? It's been, what, a week since we've seen each other, Agnes?
Agnes Claudel. Alright.
Just about, yes. I'm already looking forward to my next day of work. So what happened with that last job?
Yeah, let's go ahead and fill her in.
Went pretty well, thanks to the material you put together. Saved me a hell of a lot of trouble. Hold up. School's not out yet, is it? Can't believe our girl's playing hooky. You really are spiraling down the slippery slope to delinquency.
I mean, if she is, it's because of your influence. She's obviously not, but we're gonna find out what she's actually doing soon as I hit the X button.
I'm doing no such thing. I received permission from the school to leave so I could deal with some things for our upcoming festival.
Wow, being on the student council has its perks.
Anyway, what brings you here, Van? Wait, don't tell me you were arrested again.
The again, though?
Nah, not this time. I just had some business to take care of. Ran into a bit of trouble earlier.
What kind of trouble? Oh, Elaine!
Yeah, completely ignored her.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even recognize you. You look totally different from usual.
So much better. She's so much cooler looking in this getup.
Don't worry about it. So how are the festival preparations going?
They're coming along, but we still have plenty of work to do over these next 2 months. By the way, why are you here with Van? No, that's not important. Can you tell me what kind of trouble you're dealing with?
Right, let's go ahead and stay on topic.
Now that I think about it, you've come at a good time. This might be something you need to hear too.
Oh, okay, because of the item we suspect it involves.
You okay if I let her in on this?
Of course. I'm going to send you a video, but be warned. The content may be disturbing.
I guess it is a snuff film at the end of the day. But she's proven herself pretty capable.
How awful.
Whoa, yeah, she saw everything.
I've heard some talk about this around town, but it's so much more horrifying than I imagined.
And that's the super grainy, low fidelity version.
Now you know what we're up against. She and I teamed up so we can put a stop to that thing.
So that's what it is.
Well, what do you think?
All right. Van, Elaine, what can I do to help?
Get to tagging in on this.
Well,
Now that I know what's going on, I can't just stand by and let you take this on alone.
I mean, we are two incredibly capable adults.
Also, I saw what the culprit had in his hand before he transformed. It looked just like...
Yeah.
Figured you'd zero in on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I won't say I don't get how you feel, but I think it'd be better if we handled this one ourselves.
Then why tell her at all? Now she's just gonna worry.
The student council's gonna need every hand on deck for the festival prep. I told you this before, but you should make the most of your time as a student. Take it from me. You don't want it to pass you by.
Yeah, Van was living the dream.
Don't stress. With the famous Beauty's blade at my side, we'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
that's right. If we need backup, we can easily get it without raising suspicion. I would rather avoid bringing civilians into this if we can help it.
She does keep going, because that is technically what... wait, Van is also a civilian, because the Springen's not, like, a real thing.
Okay, I understand.
But do you, though? She really muscled in on things last game, but we'll see.
In that case, please keep an eye on him for me, Elaine.
Hey, I don't need any looking after. I'm backing her up, not the other way around.
So you say...
Don't worry, I'm all over it. I'll make sure to keep him in line and out of trouble.
Thank you.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Agnes.
And the friendly friends are here. Everybody's ditching school. Odette. Albert.
Well, if it isn't Van, what a coincidence.
Why are you here of all places?
Yeah, I mean, we should be asking you guys that. We're not students.
Odette, Albert!
Sup, kiddos?
Ah, I see why you got permission to leave early. Off to have a little romantic rendezvous with your hubby-to-be. Naughty, naughty.
Dang, she's just out and out of Van and Yes shipper.
Quit spouting nonsense. Wait, hold on. You're...
That is indeed her.
Why, hello, you two. Sorry for holding your friend up.
Ooh, what's this? Could this be the fated clash between lovers?
Odette! I'm sorry. We'll be heading out now.
Yeah, she's trying to get out of here ASAP now.
Van, Elaine, please be careful out there.
Will do. I'll fill you in on all the details when your next workday rolls around.
Best of luck with your festival. I'm looking forward to seeing what you all have in store.
All right.
Are you sure you don't want her help?
I mean, I was kind of surprised that she didn't join in. So a lot of the comments said that this game was kind of controversial. And I had, like, it can't be more controversial than Reverie, but with her and I joining up, I think I kind of have an idea of what they've... And with us only getting 3 sets of shard stones, or skill shard stone, whatever the hex, I think I kind of have an inkling of what they might mean, but we'll see.
Positive. We've got no clue what we're dealing with here. I'd rather not get her mixed up in this until we do.
Still hesitant to rely on her fully, huh? I'm a little surprised about that, given that you've seen how strong she is firsthand.
There's no doubt in my mind that, like, once this series is over and the next sequel one, Agnes will just, like, she'll graduate high school and just full on be a Spriggan in her own right.
I guess old habits die hard.
Well, all right then. After that, they made their way back to the office. As they went over what they learned, one particular place of interest came up in their discussion. Their destination set, the two jumped into Van's pickup truck and set off post-haste. So what district are we going to now? February 20th, 3:30 p.m. I'll admit, this is far more comfortable than the Guild's land carriers. It's also quite fast. She never rode in this? I guess she never did. I can tell you put a lot of love and care into this vehicle. Huh, thanks. I like going car part hunting whenever my employees aren't around. Just the other day, I was tinkering with the suspension system so it'd match the newly expanded frame, and you've officially lost me. I'm not a car person at all either myself. I get you, Elaine. Changing the subject, I'm a little surprised that place is connected to all this. What's that place? I never even considered that possibility until our discussion. And so, in short, we don't got a clue who the murderer is or why they're doing this. All we know is that this person has a Grendel form. Which is still a big problem in its own right. So that's what it's called. This never came up? Well, I guess she was barred from the final confrontation quite arbitrarily, in my opinion. I've never heard the name before, nor have I laid eyes on it myself. Under normal circumstances, it'd be impossible to create the huge swath of shards needed to bear it. If you tried, the sheer volume would cause any nearby orbments to malfunction. It could also create disruptions in the orbital waves or shut down orbital devices. Ah, that would explain away a few mysteries from the accounts we heard today. Like how the orbital facilities at Bermati shut down and why Mariel's camera was acting strangely. Desire's leader also mentioned his phone wasn't working during the attack. There were also numerous reports of malfunctions in the areas where the culprit struck. So each time, the orbit malfunction was due to the Grendel activation. But we've never heard of anything like that. In fact, no orbitments ever shut down when we were doing it. Is this... I wonder if this is some sort of... Is it a plus or a minus to this other Grendel? Thanks to an ally of mine, my transformations don't have much of an impact on the environment around me. Oh, okay. That's exactly answered my initial inquiry. From the video we saw, I'd wager he was using several times the amount of shards that I do. Oh, does that mean his Grendel is more powerful? Then it's no wonder our perpetrator causes a mess wherever they go. It's possible that they're doing this on purpose even. It's interesting that Van uses male pronouns, whereas Elaine uses gender-neutral ones. Van was doing the same thing a bit earlier, but... Also, they seem to have an ally of their own as well. An evil mayor. Honestly, I can't even fathom a guess as to what their goal is. Thankfully, we don't need a motive to predict their next move. Just gotta follow the trail of orbital disruptions. We might be able to find a trend of where they like to appear. And we owe that to your unique circumstances. If not for the Grendel, we never would have found this lead in the first place. Although, calling it a blessing in disguise may be a step too far, seeing as it's also the reason you're under suspicion. Yep, the monkey's paw curls. We gotta bag this copycat, and when we do, I'm gonna force him to tell us how they got that power. Speaking of which, I have a few questions of my own for you that I'd like answered in the near future. Yeah, she's a lot more underinformed than I thought she was. Especially in the 2-month interim, nobody ever told her what a Grendel was? Namely, about your holo and the devices Agns has been gathering. Figured you'd start poking and prodding about that at some point. I'll be more than happy to share since you're getting involved in all this, but only if Agnes agrees to it. That sound fair? Yes, I can accept those terms. There's no reason Agnes would decline. Ooh. Yeah, see this. Do Bermati and... Because Bermati and Mariel could do this in the previous game. Do they have Zyphas or do they have T-phones? Oh, then. Guess who finally obtained the juicy deets you asked for? I've gathered a bunch of info about the recent orbital disruptions. Good stuff. Thanks, you two. I'll make it up to y'all sometime. And so, alright, we now have a list of places where the culprit may have appeared, including some we weren't aware of. I suggest we chart it out on the map. We may be able to discern some sort of pattern. Okay, let's give it a go. And so that's how we ended up here. Wait, isn't that... You've gotta be kidding me. Where is that? I have no... Well, I guess we're about to find out, but... At least it seems pretty localized. All of the orbital disturbances may appear random at first glance. But after plotting them out on a map chronologically, it's clear they always intersect with one point. The Republican Army garrison on the city's outskirts. Oh, that is quite the problem! It's undergoing reconstruction to fit all the military weaponry that was unveiled 2 months ago, so there aren't many people stationed there. I can hardly believe our culprit is using an army garrison of all things as its base of operations. Right, hiding right under the enemy's nose! Also, I'm sure you're aware of this, but this clue could only have been noticed by someone familiar with the Grendel. Yeah, I definitely noticed that. And there's another thing. I'm getting the feeling that clue was left behind on purpose, like a carrot dangling on a stick. Obviously, whoever's got this other Grendel wants a confrontation. I could be off base there, but even if we are walking into a trap, we don't have any other leads. No clue how we'll get inside the garrison, though. I mean, it's not like we can just waltz on up to the front door and say, "Hi, mind letting us in?" Maybe this person will assist.
Hello. How'd it go?
The CID has formally requested the assistance of the Garrison troops to aid in your investigation.
Well, having friends in high places is really nice.
I made mention that you were being sent by us. They should be willing to take a few questions.
So that's who you were calling before we left.
Yeah, Big Brother Renee.
It's times like these where our government connections come in handy. Normally, the Guild would frown upon using such tactics. But fortunately for us, it's my day off.
My. Our resident rule keeper has learned to bend said rules to suit her needs.
Somebody's a bad influence.
Perhaps I should take our troublemaking friend into custody before he corrupts you further.
You know what? Renee, you might be onto something.
I'm not being corrupted one bit, thank you very much. I'm just becoming a little more flexible.
Right.
Wait, did you say something about arresting me? The hell did I do?
Jests aside, I'll be coming along later to back you up. Stay out of trouble until then.
No way. Well, I doubt we'll be able to play as the Dream Team.
All right, now there's nothing stopping us from investigating to our heart's content. Is something the matter?
Damn. Can't shake this feeling that something's wrong.
Uh-oh, what could this be?
Been really on edge since before we left Sidon, but I can't place why.
Are you listening, Van?
Yeah, sorry. Was just spacing out.
Oh, are they being followed or something?
We'll need to be on our toes out there. I'm counting on you, Beauty's Blade.
Same to you, Spriggan.
So, the Garrison. Do we know any? I don't think we know any army personnel. So it'll probably just be someone, either a new character or just some generics. But February 20th, 4:30 p.m. It took us 2 hours to drive out here, or an hour? Capital Outskirts, Republican Army Garrison.
Here we are. Looks like the sun's starting to go down. All right, let's get to searching for some answers.
That's strange. There's supposed to be some troops on duty here. Where could they be?
6 feet under.
Freeze! Hands in the air!
Oh, or not. I thought this was. Oh, who is that? Oh, that's our.
You're that criminal the CID warned us about!
Oh,
We've
man.
been given authorization to shoot on sight, so I suggest you surrender and come quick.
I hope the hazard pay was worth it, boys. It is so incredibly over for them.
What is this?
I can't move!
Is he absorbing?
Devour everything.
Sounds like we hit the mark. He really is here.
We have to do something, and fast. Let's hurry over to the site.
Time to get to fighting. Have a feeling shit's about to start hitting the fan. Here, take these. Had a few spares in the car. Crest, Tier, Firebolt, and Spark Edge. So these are plugins. Oh, these are some nice arts plugins. I would prefer I forget the one that ups our attack, but we don't have time to drive back to a workshop, do we? Nah, don't worry about that. Thanks to our resident tech whiz Katra, we can swap them out anytime. Oh, nice! Just pop them right into your Zypha and you're golden. I thought that was weird. I was like, couldn't we only make modifications at Orbic charging stations in the previous game? Press square to open the menu, but it is cool that Katra would get us set. And so I am now fully aware of how to do this. Van will get Tier, and she'll get Spark Edge and Firebolt. Okay. So we've got our next dunge. And just like before, we're not really going to be, God dang. Oh, these are one of the ones that, suck. We're not really going to be worrying about the enemies here.
these the things they recently brought in for testing?
They've entered combat mode. Let's try and take them out as quickly as we can.
How far apart?
Use a shark boost.
They're pretty far apart, all things considered.
Stop now, Elaine!
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
I agree. Oh, she doesn't have to move to get close enough.
Boost gauge limit
But
unlocked.
still easily dealt with.
That's how it goes.
Okay, one additional level is definitely nice. This place is it just me or is this Garrison a little unkempt? But I guess it was, they did say it was undergoing renovations. Because you'd think they'd, for a place of, whoa, an assault frame. There's just the one. We can rush it down easy. Whoa, the Ramda cloaking tech. I take that back. It's got friends. Van, let's try an EX chain. Now this, okay, I was expecting something more along the lines of this, something we can do in command battles. On it. So what is that? EX chain. Perform a special dual attack on a stunned enemy with a party member. Stun the enemy, shard boost plus SCLM with party member, normal attack or craft attack. EX chain activated. Now show those enemies what you're made of. Alright, so, and we can use a craft?
We should go on the advance. Your turn.
Take that! You got this!
Got it.
It's over! You're crushed!
What the dark?
Oh, that's awesome. We will definitely, that's something I can see myself making quite a lot of use of. Unlike the other thing, which will probably barely even... Dang, I was hoping to get an... Crap. Did we got a double critical? Wow, that sucks. Because, it adds to your thing if you, yes, that's what this is. I thought we were gonna fight that. But EX chains they remind me of, Boost? I don't... What was it called in, it was in... Well, there was something in, okay, in the second game, in Trails in the Sky SC, I thought chain crafts were so trash. Like, they were so overcosted for those small power bump it felt like. Never used chain crafts. Hopefully in Trails in the Sky SC Redux or whatever they make it, if they decide to redo chain crafts, they make it so they don't freaking suck. But Overdrive, that's what it was. In
hurry.
Oh, I was going backwards and didn't realize it. But in Cold Steel 2, they introduced the Overdrive mechanic, which is basically just EX chain is basically that. I'm sure there's gonna be ways to add more people to the EX chain as we go in. Maybe as we increase our connection level with them, we'll be able to. How do we get? What the heck? Oh, okay. I'm like, how do we get out of here? But we have to go up. In the previous room, it looks like. But this is very much par for the course for Falcom. The second game introduces a small evolution. Oh, somebody's not going to be in Trails Through the Horizon or whatever the heck it's called.
Come on, Elaine. We've got to move.
Right. We can't allow any more bloodshed.
Alright.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Yeah, you guys are going to be fine. And, somebody said Trails Through the Horizon. Is it Trails Through or... I'll have to check it. It's either Trails Through or Trails on the Horizon, one of those. But it's, that releases... I missed an item. Hold on, let me grab that really quickly. And I normally don't... Whoa, this feels speedy? I normally don't use this mode, but... I just want to get back down there quick. For a certain value of quick? Where the F am I? Okay, it's back and to our right. And then when we go down... Wait, I didn't grab this? I came over here, thought I grabbed it. Heard Van's thing start talking, and I guess I didn't realize I'd missed it. Okay, there we go. Now we're good to go. This seems to be the terminus of this particular place. So I do want to save really quickly. But yes, very common. What did, because, I think the chain attack was actually already, yeah. And trails from 0. Oh, this is automatically. Ow. But I forget what their thing was, but it was across both games.
He killed them all.
So that's the other Grendel.
It looks more bestial. Well, that's not good.
Are you?
Van!
So you've come.
They know us, but we don't know them.
What?
A red fairy. No. It's a hollow.
Now, I hope you're ready to perish at the hands of the Crimson Beast. Because it's about to devour you.
We'll see about that. But Agns isn't here. Why did Van send Agns away?
We're not on the menu. Ain't that right, Elaine?
Right. We won't fall here. Let's take it down, Van.
Oh, I guess we just have to... We gotta style on this guy really quickly. Do this without even popping our own Grendel. Let's actually crest, though. Killer tail. Yeah, because,
We'll win!
HP heal. Forte, that's what it is. We don't have any Forte. Do we have a craft? Impede side attack bonus. Heavy stun. Damage down, hate up, slow, temper, HP regen. I don't know what temper is supposed to be. Let's go ahead and get started. Yes. Belial Cyclone. Holy crap. This thing is piecing us up. Okay, Elaine might just have to take one for the team on this one. 15. No, we need something that restores more.
There.
Yeah. It got us both? That sucks. Interesting. Okay. Let's reviving balm her and then drop an attack.
Thank you.
Here goes.
We'll move away from her to see if we can make it so this thing can't get us both.
You can do this.
Yeah. Stand all the way over here.
Don't stop now, Elaine.
Oh, nice. She can eat something, but res up. Let's go ahead and get Van set.
I owe you one.
That killer tail, dude. Are we supposed to lose this? This seems kind of like a lot.
Go down.
Okay, yes, it's a scripted loss. Because I'm like, there's no way! This guy is way too strong!
It's too strong.
That's what I just said!
Move, buddy, move!
I'm like, he is putting that work in on us! Ooh, the Falcom cinematics. I'm actually a big fan of these ever since they started in Reverie. Wait, what?!
Leave me. Go.
There's no freaking way! Whoa! No way! We must be time traveling in this game. There is zero chance I can believe it in the last game, but there's no freaking way. Falcom is a lot of things, but a killer off of waifus is not one of them. If Van gets got here, we'll absolutely be going back in time. Yep, we're going back in time. There's no other explanation. What could you Could you imagine if the game
Van? Elaine?
Young lady, stay back!
No. This can't. Not Van!
So, this is probably going to be the new mechanic then. We might be seeing a few more deaths throughout before this. So, that is very familiar to me. I would bet everything in my life on the fact that they just used Aegis sub for that. I used to use it, and that looks like the exact default font. I would actually have preferred... I'm going to have to go back, because I would need a textless version of that opening in order to do anything. But yes, so this is the failed timeline, and the splinter point is probably Van sending Agnes on her way. So is Agnes going to be the only one time traveling? Timeline, case file number 9, Edith Outskirts, Republican Army Garrison, February 20th, 12:09, 5 p.m. Van and Elaine lose to the Crimson Beast. Dead end. This is very obviously the controversial thing people were talking about. But I don't know. It seems like just a spin on the Reverie system. But I'm guessing it might be annoying if you make a decision in the past and don't realize you're heading towards a dead end. But honestly, this is pretty cool. Head to the Garrison. Will it let us start from here? Obviously not. Time leap. Continue investigation with Elaine. We can't go back to any of these points. A boy and girl encounter the aftermath of a massacre. Edith Outskirts. Interesting. Reminds me of Zero Time Dilemma. Or not Zero Time Dilemma. Reminds me of Virtue's Last Reward. And I loved Virtue's Last Reward. I am glad Zero Time Dilemma exists. That's about the highest praise I can give it.
Van, Elaine, what can I do to help?
Well...
What the hell? Wait, Van is the one? Why is it Van and not Agnes?
Now that I know what's going on, I can't just stand by and let you take this on alone. Also, I saw what the culprit had in his hand before he transformed. It looked just like...
Figured you'd zero in on that.
Yeah, so this all seems very
Well, I won't say I don't get how you feel, but I think it'd be better if we handled this one ourselves.
So, will Agns also remember? I'm surprised that... Okay, but I guess Van is the main character.
The student council's gonna need every hand on deck for the festival prep.
But he's doing the same stuff, so it must be Agns who's gonna object.
I told you this before, but you should make the most of your time as a student. Take it from me, you don't want it to pass you by. Don't stress. With the famous Beauty's Blade at my side, we'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Yes, but without Agns, Van can't access the Grendel, and then we're gonna get absolutely bodied.
That's right. If we need backup, we can easily get it without raising suspicion.
Or, it'll probably... Because, like, maybe it's going to be impossible to make the correct choice at first, and it's going to make us go back in time, which is so overpowered. This is not going to be something we're going to be able to do after this game.
I would rather avoid bringing civilians into this if we can help it.
So I doubt the Genesees are going to survive this particular game.
Okay, I understand.
It is just Van, despite the fact that he was dead when this activated. But okay, I'm not really sure if I'm down with that particular choice. It should be on yes.
In that case, please keep an eye on him for me, Elaine.
Hey, I don't need any looking after. I'm backing her up, not the other way around.
Don't worry, I'm all over it. I'll make sure to keep him in line and out of trouble.
When is Van gonna speak up?
Thank you.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Agnes.
And then the friends.
Well, if it isn't Fan, what a coincidence.
Why are you here of all places?
Odette, Albert!
Sup, kiddos?
Yeah, all the same.
Ah, I see why you got permission to leave early. Off to have a little romantic rendezvous with your hubby-to-be. Naughty, naughty.
Something's gonna have to change, because otherwise we're just gonna keep walking into our own deaths.
Quit spouting nonsense. Wait, hold on. You're...
Why, hello, you two. Sorry for holding your friend up.
Ooh, what's this? Could this be the fated clash between lovers?
I mean, no, but we need a fated clash somewhere else.
Odette! I'm sorry. We'll be heading out now. Van, Elaine, please be careful out there.
We definitely, no amount of being careful is gonna help us.
Will do. I'll fill you in on all the details when your next workday rolls around.
Okay, I guess Agnes is not going to come with us, so the breakpoint will come sometime else then?
Best of luck with your festival. I'm looking forward to seeing what you all have in store.
There it is.
Why am I getting a sense of deja vu?
It's both of us.
I don't know what's going on, but if I do nothing...
We're hosed. Dead end, see them off. It just tells us we're heading back to a dead end. So I guess we can just keep playing this over and over again. Path, talk to Agnes. Wait, it just tells us what to do? Okay. Maybe it's, alright, well, whatever. It just seems kind of like a... Hopefully, I do like the fact that it's possible to screw this up, though, but it seems like the game is pretty, alright, well...
Agnes!
Yes?
Right.
Your next shift's 2 Sundays from now, right? I get the feeling things are really gonna be picking up, so be ready for a boatload of work.
Wait, what? We're not actually gonna bring her with us? She'll probably show up earlier during the dungeon then. But, because if Agnes had actually gotten there a few minutes earlier, we would have been fine.
Understood. I'll come prepared then. All right, see you next week.
What was that just now?
So yes, Elaine felt it too.
Wait, that's right. Just a moment ago, weren't we...
She remembers also!
I don't know. Something feels off, but I can't put my finger on it.
Was that weird feeling that Van got on the ride over? He'd just returned from the dead end, but to a too early a point?
Let's not worry about that. Right now, we need to head back to the office and go over what we've learned.
Interesting. After that, they made their way back to the office. As they went over what they learned, one particular place of interest came up in their discussion. Their destination set, the two jumped into Van's pickup truck and set off post-haste. Well, the Republican Army garrison on the city's outskirts. Yep. So there aren't many people stationed there. Someone familiar with the Grendel. Yeah, like a carrot dangling on a stick. Does this feel familiar?
I wonder what happened. He told me he would contact me immediately.
Oh, Renee's not calling this time.
What's up? Oh yeah, weren't you talking to someone just before we left?
No, it was nothing. Anyway, let's hurry, before something else happens.
So, is that just saying something to Agns already changed things up so much? Alright.
Here we are. Looks like the sun's starting to go down. Alright, let's get to searching for some answers.
Van!
Okay, yes. So, saying something on yes caused her to show up at the start of the dungeon rather than at the end.
Well, well. You're right on schedule for once.
And Renee! They beat us here, even.
What the?
Yes, Renee.
Talk about a sight for sore eyes. How does she...
There's a couple of faces I didn't expect to see.
What are you two doing here?
I quickly wrapped up my student council errands and asked if I could be escorted here.
Alright.
I want to help you with whatever's going on.
Renee Kincaid.
Shortly after Elaine and I hung up, I received another call.
Aha!
It was from the Young Ladies Protection Program hotline. I was instructed to take her here. No questions asked. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time you've utilized that service. I confess I was quite surprised.
They actually did talk about it shortly before the second to final situation of the previous game began, but yeah.
Well, I felt the situation called for it. My father once told me if I was ever in any trouble, I was to reach out to that number.
And yep, we were present for that.
So that's how it is.
You did all that just so you could help us?
I'm sorry. I know you said you could handle this, but I just couldn't stop myself from worrying.
And it's good that she did.
The look on your face and your outstretched arm practically screamed, "Help me."
Oh, well, hey.
At first, I thought it was my imagination playing tricks on me, and maybe that really was the case. However, I just couldn't shake the feeling that you were about to charge headfirst into danger, and that you didn't want me to be caught up in it.
See, she's got excellent Spriggan's intuition.
Was I right?
Yes.
If you want me to be perfectly honest, I've got no idea what the hell's going on myself.
We'll find out, though.
So, yeah. I didn't think it was right to involve you.
It's fine, Van. I've told you before that I'm going to stay right by your side.
She's got to learn everything she can if she's ever going to be an effective Spriggan.
Your job is to help those who have no one else to turn to, right? Well, it's mine too. So I'm going to give you a hand, whether you like it or not.
She's in a class all her own.
Yeah.
We have more people than needed for this operation, but it's preferable to have too many than too few.
And he is not lying.
Given that you're more than capable of settling this without me, you will owe me after this. Therefore, you have no reason to refuse my aid.
Damn it.
Yeah, no backing out of this. We're running in with the dream team plus Agns.
Alright, fine. You win. Since you finished all your school stuff, I'll let you tag along. You went to all this trouble to get in on the action, so I'll be expecting some A+ support. Got it?
Got it. I'm going to blow those expectations out of the water.
We desperately need her assistance, yeah.
The CID has formally requested the assistance of the Garrison troops to aid in your investigation.
This is the information he originally disseminated to us.
I shall take you to the commander. You should be able to get all the information you need from him.
Oh, that's probably the guy we heard getting got last time.
That's good to hear. Then let's be up.
Freeze! Hands in the air!
There it is. Alright, so this looks familiar.
Hey, you're that criminal the CID warned us about! We've been given authorization to shoot on sight, so I suggest you surrender and come quick.
Dang. No way out of it for these guys. Wait, I wonder! What if this guy's got the same capabilities?
I can't move!
Devour everything.
Wait, if the Genesis could do this, and never, well, I guess we always made the right choice last game?
Sounds like we hit the mark. He really is here.
Those soldiers must be in trouble.
We have to help them.
I brought a key card to that door just in case. It will take us right to them.
Oh, we can skip all the BS? I wonder if we still have the... So, there's two ways this could go. The first, that makes absolutely zero sense, is that we still have everything collected during the dead end, which is probably how it's going to go. The second, which would be kind of annoying, is we have to recollect everything, but like, obviously we've never been here before in this timeline, so...
Feels like you're prepared for everything. Well, you won't hear me complaining.
Let us see. Change party order. You can change your party formation from status in the main menu. Republican Army Garrison. Yes, okay. We still have everything we already collected. Doesn't make a lick of sense, but let's just... Also, going back in time doesn't make a lick of sense. So... Or it could actually turn out... Oh, it's auto advance. Are we going to be able to save them this...
Stop right there.
Just right to the fight.
You must be the one behind all the murders in the capital.
So it really did infiltrate a military garrison. This thing's got balls.
I wonder if it's going to turn out that, like the other dead ends actually happened, so that's why we still have the stuff. But that is a little too 999.
They must have thought to strike while there were few people on the premises. How cunning.
It looks like we made it in the nick of time.
In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, I hereby place you under arrest. You would do well to stand down.
Bracer.
Doesn't like that word.
Get a load of this creep show. You do realize the military's gonna be breathing down your neck after this, right? I bet they'll have this place surrounded any second. Before they get their collar, I want you to tell me something. Just what the hell are you?
Can it even communicate effectively with us?
Why do you have that power? Just what are you trying to accomplish here?
Spriggan.
It knows Van, which isn't surprising.
Narc. Right.
It knows his name, which is weird. Ow.
Van! Van!
Well, well. You got here sooner than I anticipated.
Yeah, we did.
What?
A red fairy? No. It's a hollow.
All right.
Is that the final Genesis?
I knew it. But why does it look different from the others?
Ever so slightly, but yes.
I hope you're ready to perish at the hands of the Crimson Beast. Oh, but I like to call him the Grendel Zolga. The time has come to devour everything. Shard Corrode. The Grendel's online.
Have we heard the term Zolga before? I feel like we've had that as like the name of
Just
some
like the video.
Shit.
crimson-clad armored demon Grendel Zolga.
Goddess.
So that's the Crimson Grendel? It's nothing like Van's.
Right, it's got a definitely more... Wait.
My time to shine.
Okay, cool.
Hey there, Mare. Been a while, hasn't it?
He stopped calling her Mare Bear? Aw, she did that.
Again.
Mare.
I've been keeping tabs on what you've been up to in the background. Sounds like you've landed yourselves in a real mess while I've been away. Now there's another Grendel and a Red Hollow running around. But they're somehow different from you and me.
Yeah.
Just who exactly is she?
Different?
Really now?
And also not frozen.
What on earth are you blathering about? Who am I? I'm me, that's who.
Fair enough.
You know what? I don't think I like you very much. So I'm going to make you disappear.
Alright, bring it on!
Van!
I know. Mare!
Oh, we're bearing the nightmare. Let's do it.
I'm good to go. Ready when you are.
Alrighty then, let's do this thing. Shardswell, the Grendel's all yours.
Now, it has way more shards than us, but we've got backup. And instead of the Grendel Zolga... Yeah. Darkness-clad armored demon Grendel? Wait, what happened to our boosted Grendel?
So that's really Van in there?
Stay sharp. We'll need to give this everything we have.
I'll lend you my support. We're going to win this, everyone.
Yeah. Let's trash this copycat.
Okay. It still looks like the boosted version from last game, but I guess not. Alright. Does Renee have an S-Craft now? Grendel. The Grendel can act multiple turns in a row. Grendel's techniques. He does. Lethal operation. Finally. And we don't start... It doesn't look like we... Well, we've got Regal Beatdown. Why can't we... Oh, because we don't have the 2. So, let's double up. We have Elaine. Yeah, get this beat down. S boost attack usage count. Activate an S boost to increase how many turns the Grendel can perform in a row. She will... Yeah, and she still has the stuff we equipped her with as well. Have her grant insight, and he's got Law Crest. She's got Saint Arrow. Jeez. So we're gonna have to move Renee and Agns to our back line. Because otherwise, he's just gonna light us up like that. Into a Regal Beatdown. One of these. Let's have her just... Oh, crap. Felonious Burst.
Don't push yourself. Your health is engaging skill. Boost
They're all yours, Renee.
Yeah. Let's have him eat a little bit. Oh, he did not need to eat himself.
This is getting dangerous.
I agree. Let's have her... Cure Seal. Get that orange juice. Wait, and the Grendel is also susceptible to that?
We'll take that.
Time to pump it up.
Wow, that sucks. Alright, there she goes. He has Thalos, though, thankfully. Which I think heals more than a revive. Yeah, 933. Went straight to our back line.
I need to heal up soon.
You shall.
There!
Well, at least she's not on recast anymore, but...
Keep it up!
Yeah, alright. So it's a little more difficult. Well, it remains to be seen. Another felonious burst.
I'll remember this.
No one died, though. Let's have her breath these guys. And heal Thalos. Her.
You saved me.
942! Whoa, breath heals a lot. Oh, I was gonna say breath heals a lot more, but I think it's just because our HP totals are actually a lot lower. Let's have her Saint Arrow yet again.
Activating drive.
Then some of this. We can't EX chain this guy? Got the stun off, and we're about to get an S boost.
A chance.
Yes, we can EX chain. But I think instead of that, I would like to see...
We should go on the attack.
Energy output currently.
Let's actually do both.
If you would.
Understood. By the heavens.
It's over.
Oh ho ho!
Activating skill.
Let's commence the operation. Farewell. Lethal operation.
Boost gauge limit.
Now that more than makes up for him not having one in the previous game. Renee is nice with it. But glasses guys and guns tend to be a thing in these games. Not so easy now, is it? Oh,
Coming.
Get back!
they both remember. Whoa, nice.
How did they predict that?
He is very perceptive.
Van!
But they reacted. He probably noticed they reacted faster than...
Yes!
Oh!
What?
Well, here they are. Whoa, that must be shards. No, that's his special skill thing.
Nadia!
There. Dummy, look down. It's all you!
Well, you're done. I actually was expecting this guy to escape, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
What are you doing here?
And apparently, I might have to go back and or replay it, but his connection to them is like foreshadowed, maybe? But Van, I just assume the main characters know everybody at this point.
It's been a minute, hasn't it? Looks like you've got your hands full with that one.
Since when did you start playing dress up? The Van I knew would have been way too self-conscious for that.
Hey, it ain't a costume, you know? Anyway, thanks for the save.
Yeah,
Just who are you two?
right. Need a little bit of a reintroduction. It's been a game since they've been back.
Save it for later.
Oh, okay. I guess it is
You've
gonna
got to be kidding me. There's not a single scratch on it.
It must be some kind of high-density shard armor. Well, that's no good.
Well, shards were not in the game that they last appeared in, but of course they've mastered them pretty quickly.
I say we secure an escape route and make like a tree.
Oh, we're gonna be the ones escaping.
Works for me. This will be our way of paying you back for before.
You guys.
That won't be necessary. We've managed to keep it busy long enough.
So, like, just like Van was saying, yep, the place is surrounded. Right. You won't be getting out of this one. Whoa, Kayla McMillan, she's received an upgrade.
You're completely surrounded! Give yourself up!
He called in the President's Alpha Squad.
Oh, this isn't just regular Hercules.
You were planning this from the get-go, huh?
Enough of this.
He must have some type of escape. Can he just teleport?
No! Are those shadows?
Oh, the kids from the opening.
Don't you dare run away!
Farewell, Spriggan.
It vanished.
Just what was that thing?
Look at them all, banding together. How unsightly.
She didn't go with him?
Well, whatever. The stage has been set. Let us meet again in the next nightmare.
Interesting.
S?
Something's going on here. I can feel it. Well, at least we were able to pay back a bit of what we owe.
Yeah. Okay, I don't remember this.
More than a bit, I'd say. You saved our asses out there. Man, the two of you really have grown, huh?
Right, it's only been like, what?
Now I hope you're ready to pony up because that save wasn't free.
We have a favor to ask of you. That all right?
Our next clients. But, jeez. There's a lot happening. This dead end stuff.
How I've longed for this day to arrive.
Wait,
the
what?
time has come to bring about a transformation to this vapid world.
Is that Yuri
Wait
Lowenthal?
for me. Very soon, I will come for you.
I don't
And
think so.
together, we will bear witness to the dawning of a world given form by us.
If it's not, he sounds exactly like him. You'd think he'd be a bit too big for this stuff. Which doesn't bode well for Persona 4 Rewind, but we won't entertain those dark thoughts just yet. Interesting. Oh, I thought it was gonna be.
Job's done.
Thought it was
So
gonna be the
that
guy.
means the prep work's all wrapped up, right, old man?
Afraid not, kiddo. All we've prepared so far is the weapon and the motive. We'll need to add just a few more drops of spice, and then we'll have a truly spectacular chemical reaction. Your real job begins now. Oh, and you'll need to put in a little extra effort to cover for me, too.
You got it, boss. We're all over it.
Fine. Whatever. I'll do it if I feel like it.
Right then. This newest carnival will make for a perfect, sensational crime that surpasses even the likes of Pandemonium.
Good to see they're back
You're in
on.
for a treat, fixers. This one's for you.
But all right, yeah, good to see they are back on their BS, wholly and utterly. The Legend of Heroes trails through Daybreak 2, Prologue, Crimson Roar, and 4,000 Mira has been placed in your account as a reward for completing the Homicide Investigation 4 SPG request.
That's how it goes.
Yes, gain 2 SP by releasing the Orbital Lock.
Rank up.
E+.
Damn, that's pretty generous. Can't complain with that.
SP and rank, you can acquire SP Spriggan points by completing 4 SPGs and making optimal choices during the chapter.
I did nothing out of the ordinary.
So, Elaine is officially working in our employ just for right now. Employee of the Month. The character who performed the best during a chapter will be selected as the Employee of the Month. Any one of Van's part-timers could earn the title. we will absolutely be saving. So definitely, oh my gosh, that was a lot. Definitely join me next time for the Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2. Bye for now, guys.